What's going on, everybody? I'm Cory, and welcome back to the Basement Universe channel. Today, we're going to do something a little different. I figured it's playoff basketball time, and it's an exciting time. So I figured, why not, bring you some predictions, my thoughts on the games, and who I think is going to win the championship and who's going to advance to the championship. So yeah, with that being said, I got the bracket right up here. This is a little outdated, unfortunately. I wanted to make this video while the play-in tournament was still happening, but I didn't get around to it. But yeah, so let's take a look and see what we got going on here. So we got in the first round, we got Phoenix and the Pelicans, who advanced into that play-in tournament and won. I think Phoenix is going to squash them. I give them 4-1. Maybe the Pelicans will steal one, but it could easily be a 4-0 series, honestly. And the second one, we got Dallas and Utah. That's a tough one. I think that's going to be a good series to watch. I want to give it to Utah, though. I think this series is going to be a 4-2 series. It all really depends on Luka, but they just have bad luck in the playoffs. It's hard for me to pick Dallas, but I would love to see them advance and see what Luka could do in the second round. Next matchup, we got Golden State versus Denver. Probably one of my favorites to watch just because I like watching Jokic play. Obviously, Steph is a big factor in that one. Man, that's a tough one. I want to say that's going to be another 4-2, possibly a 4-3 series. I'm going to give the edge to Denver, which is probably not everyone's favorite in that series. Hard to bet against Steph and Clay, right? But that's who I'm going to give it to. I think the Joker is going to be able to pull it out with some solid role play from his teammates. Next matchup, we got Minnesota versus Memphis, who, Minnesota obviously advanced. They were super happy about it. Plenty of people made fun of them, apparently, on social media, which JJ Redick, clapped back about that. I think this series, if Minnesota could play the way they did, it'll be more of a matchup. But I feel like Memphis is gonna blow by them pretty easily, especially if Ja Morant can keep playing the way he's been playing. Man, I'm gonna give this one a 4-2 for Memphis. That's all. That's my best guess. I don't know. It's just what I'm feeling. All right, let's move over to the East now. So we got Miami and Atlanta, which I believe is a matchup, the same matchup from the first round from last year. And Atlanta surprised a lot of people last year, and you can make the argument they're surprising people again this year, but I didn't really expect them to not make it to where they are right now. I think Miami's gonna win this time around. I'm gonna give it a 4-2. I think Atlanta could at least steal 2 games, whether they're home games or away, don't matter. But I see Miami moving on to the next round there. Now we're moving on to Philly and Toronto. Both teams I haven't really seen play too much. I know Philly can either be an amazing team or they could totally shit the bed. I'm gonna give that one to Philly, mostly because I haven't really seen Toronto play too much. I'm gonna give it to them in a 4-2 series again. I could see them blowing at least 2 games. So we got Milwaukee and Chicago in the next series. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm going to give it to Milwaukee because Chicago has a really bad track record of beating top 3 seeded teams, or at least the stat that I saw a little while back. They were like 0-16 or something like that, something crazy against, top 3 teams. So I couldn't imagine them beating Milwaukee, but I would like to see Chicago advance, but I think Milwaukee. I'm going to give it to Milwaukee 4-2. I really think it could be a 4-1 series, but I'm going to be generous and give it a 4-2. 4-2 seems like, it's a safe bet, I think. And then the final series, we got Brooklyn and Boston. And obviously, Brooklyn has had a tremendous amount of media attention about, throughout the year with all the different lineups, with Kyrie, with James Harden being traded away, all these people coming and going, different lineups, injuries. This is going to be a tough one and a fun one to watch, I'm sure. Man, I think I'm going to give it to Boston. This could go to a 7-game series, I think. It really depends if Kyrie and Kevin Durant can play the way they've been playing leading into the playoffs, or in that, especially in the play-in tournament. I mean, you had full production from both of those guys, and but they still barely beat their team there, Cleveland, I think it was. I'm forgetting right now. I'm totally blanking. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to Boston in 7 games. I think possibly 6, but I'm thinking it could go 7. Yeah, I mean, I. So with that being said, I guess let's move on to the next round here. Um, we got. So I said Phoenix will advance, and then I said Utah will advance. Poof, that's a tough one, man. I still think Phoenix has the edge over Utah, especially making it to the championship last year and them having the best record. I think that one is going to be a 4-2 series in favor of Phoenix. It's just what I'm thinking. It's my gut feeling. If Denver is going to advance like I picked in the first round, that means they'd be playing against Memphis in the second round, and that's a tough one too if that pans out. I really don't know who I would choose for that one, but I'm thinking Denver is going to shock people again, and move on in that one. I think that one's going to be I think that one's going to be a Game 7 series, honestly. So I'm going to pick Denver in 7 on that one. Let's move over back to the East here, and this is tough, man. This is tough decision making right here. So we got Miami, and I said Philly would advance. I think I'm still giving it to Miami, but there's always a chance that Philly could shock us and upset them. Man, I'm going to give it to Miami in 7. I know, a lot of 7-game series here. It's really tough for me to see. I feel like they're so evenly matched, and things could go wrong for either team very quickly. So I'm going to give it to them in 7, Miami. That moves down to Milwaukee, who I said was going to advance, versus Boston. I still think Milwaukee has the edge. I feel like even if they blow a game or two, they'll still have enough depth and fight in them to come back and win that series. I'm going to give it to that one in 6. I don't want to say 7 for all of these, but I'm thinking 6. So let's see, that moves us on to, what did I say? Phoenix versus Denver. Oof. I mean, I want to. Denver for me is like the dark horse. I feel I want them to advance, but I feel like Phoenix is just too good. So I'm gonna give it to Phoenix. I'm gonna say 6 games. Phoenix in 6 on that one, and then going over to the East here, we're gonna go back and what did I say? I said Milwaukee, right? Milwaukee, and I said Miami, I believe. I mean, as much as I'd like to see Miami come back and have Jimmy Butler have another chance at a championship here, I feel like Milwaukee is going to end up advancing. It's going to be a tough one. It's one of those series where I feel like it's going to either be a very fast series with close games at the end, or it's just they're just going to be trading back and forth. I feel like Milwaukee. I'm going to go with Milwaukee in 6. And yeah, so that leaves us back to, again, Milwaukee versus Phoenix. Ooh, tough one. As much as I love Giannis and his team, I think I'm going to have to give it to Phoenix this year. I just feel like they went back after that tough loss, and they've really gotten their team together and even stronger. I feel like Phoenix is going to win it all this year. They're going to get their redemption after their loss. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Phoenix. That's my final answer. I'm locking it in. Those are all my predictions. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Nobody knows. We'll see what happens. Playoff basketball is super intense. I love watching it. So yeah, hopefully you guys are gonna tune in, make your own predictions. If you like this video, if you found it helpful, like the video, leave me some comments down there. Let me know if you think I'm a total idiot or if you think I'm right. Or just let me know in general what you're thinking about the playoffs, if you're excited. And if you like the content, consider subscribing to the channel, guys. I mean, that's all I got. We do plenty of other stuff. This is the first sports video I'm making. We do a lot of music reacts, but we're looking to expand, obviously. So, yeah, feel free to check it out, y'all. Anyways, y'all already know, but I'm out.